Michael ain't got no business being gone. Jafar, who played Michael, he did a phenomenal job. I don't care what nobody say. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. So as you can see, yesterday I had a nice little date night and I went to go see the Michael Jackson movie. And you guys, I could not wait to talk to you guys about the movie. Like, I'm not gonna give any spoilers or anything at all. The Michael Jackson movie was phenomenal in my opinion. One thing that I really loved is I loved that A. Jackson played Michael Jackson. And I know that there's a lot of discourse around that. Like, a lot of people felt like they could have got like people who look identical to him. But I don't think that would have made any sense, like, in my personal opinion. The Michael Jackson that they look like is not the Michael Jackson from all of his life anyways. I was very comparative of the movie from like that to the Bob Marley movie because they're both like biopics or whatever. And you know, that conversation will be for a different day. But I loved the way that they told the story. Like, a couple minutes in and I was crying. Okay, multiple times in that movie I was crying, you know, and crying in the sense of that was just a person, right? Like, that was just a person, somebody's baby who had a dream and a vision. And you know, to see all this stuff that transpired, not necessarily within the movie, but I feel like to see the stuff that transpired in real life after a while is just like, man, I can't believe that, you know, it went from this to that. As in, like, you know, the ridicule that he received and a lot of the allegations and stuff like that, that some people believe is true, some people don't believe is true, you know. But when you see it, I feel like you get a different kind of perspective on who he was even as an adult. Something that a lot of people who are true Michael Jackson fans would already know anyway. But me, myself, like, I was and am a Michael Jackson fan. Okay? Like, I, growing up, was in front of the TV, pull-ups on, Pampers on, and doing the moves, right? Singing the songs. And so, you know, I had a lot of those moments like, Michael ain't got no business being gone. Like, you know, like, you don't got no business not being here. But his impact to the world, his mission that he had, which again, it's crazy because it's the same exact thing as Bob Marley. Like, the two of them, iconic. Some of, you know, the most famous black people in the world. And they both had a mission of, you know, unity and peace and love and bringing people together through the space of music. And so, you know, I really loved the Bob Marley movie. That's why I keep referencing it. Seeing these two perspectives on global scales, it was incredible. And last I checked, it is the #1 movie in the world. I didn't say in America. In the world, it is the #1 movie. So I think that's I don't know if we would have expected anything less, right, in regards to Michael Jackson. I really, really loved the movie. Adored it. I want to actually see it again. Like, I saw it already and I would love to go back and go see it again, because it's just I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed Nia Long being the mom. I can't remember the name of the actor that played Joe, but I think he did a really good job. I've seen him in a lot of different other movies as well, and I think he's just a really good actor, period. Jafar, who played Michael, he did a phenomenal job. I don't care what nobody say. He did a really, really, really good job. I think the editors of the movie did a good job. The directors of the movies did a good job, in my opinion. I think the way that they calculated the story, they did a good job. So, saying all that to say, I really, really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, I think you should go see it. And I would love to know, you guys watch it and then come back and give me your perspective on it. Because I'd love to hear, you guys' thought process about the movie. So anyways, I'm on my way to my physical therapy appointment. Now, last week I had my first, initial appointment, and I was sore from the nape of my neck down to my knees. And I did not anticipate that I would be sore like that. It never dawned on me. Like I thought like maybe my knees would hurt or whatever. I'd have a little soreness in my back. And when I was leaving my appointment, the girl had asked me, she's like, oh, do you want any ice? And I'm like, no. I'm thinking like, why would I need ice? Now I know. Now I know exactly why I would need some ice. So today is my first initial appointment where it's going to be back to back, where I'm coming 2 times a week. And it's a little disheartening because I felt that pain and experienced that pain, and obviously your mind is not going to want you to experience pain and then go back and sign up to do it again, right? Obviously that's not a logical thing that you would want to sign up for. But obviously we're going to accept it for what it is, and I know that it's something that's helping me, and it's a good thing. So you gotta just do it, right? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. All right, guys, so I'm actually about to pull in to my appointment now. So it's supposed to be a little bit over an hour long, so I'm gonna catch up with you guys as soon as I'm leaving out. So I actually just finished physical therapy, and one thing I can say is I definitely underestimated how tough physical therapy itself was going to be. I anticipated, I'm like, what am I going to do? Be doing a little bit of stretching or something? I mean, essentially yes, but kind of not, right? There's a balance beam thing that they have me do, where I have to literally go on this board and try to balance and close my eyes. The first time that I went, I was in pain, like I said, from my neck all the way down. And so this time when I went, I made the conscious decision. I'm like, you know what? When they offer me ice, I'm gonna take it. And immediately I can already feel where they wrap the ice, of how better it feels. So it's going good. At some point it can feel a little bit, I'm not going to say the word discouraging, but it can feel a little bit like I said, especially when you are an active person and you're used to being active, you have to be in the learning process, right? Sometimes it's a learning curve, and that's okay. So I've come to that acceptance. When I'm doing things and stretching out and it's hurting or it's burning, I just calm and breathe through it and like get into like a meditative kind of space. So anyways, I actually have a very busy day today, because like I said, I went to the movies last night. I'm so freaking tired. I did a physical therapy, but I have some like cleaning to do in the house, like just kind of like, you know, like a weekly reset. So I might pick you guys up later, and I might not, to be honest, because I need to prioritize rest today. And so yeah, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, so it has actually been a few days. At last you guys saw me, I was cleaning like nobody's business. Okay, I absolutely was. I went ballistic. I was cleaning so hard that I was cleaning my front door, I was cleaning the windows outside. I was going crazy. Once I get started in that everything gotta, wash down phase, everything gotta wash down. Today I have a lot of editing for this channel actually, but before I do that, I want to just step out and go get something for lunch, and I actually want to go and get my car washed as well. So I'm gonna go do both of those things, and then when I come back, I'm gonna be like kind of stuck to editing. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and be on our way to do that. Showing up your girlfriend. Let me break it down. Please don't be a hard rock when you really up defending us. Come again. So I just realized, normally when I go to like a car wash, like a drive-through one, because I don't have the time today to go through like the one that they will actually like do the whole thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop at like one of those like repair kind of places, or like auto places, and see if I can find some stuff to clean the car. Because what I like to do is, like, if I'm not going to get it professionally washed, while I'm in the car wash, I'll like wipe down the car at least, get all the dust off and stuff like that. If I had the time, I would vacuum it out, because when I told you guys, when I get into cleaning mode, it's a mess. Okay, everything gotta be washed from head to toe, soap from head to toe. Like when I clean my own car, it's sanitized, it's disinfected, it's all of the above. So I'm gonna go stop at the car place To be honest, you could stop at like Dollar Tree and see what they have. You know, Dollar Tree ain't even Dollar Tree no more. They got like $3, $5. You could really stop at like a Dollar Tree to try to get that stuff. But I'm just gonna stop at like the car place, just most specifically for like the leather care wipes, and just try to get some stuff. If it's too expensive though, to be honest, I'm going to Dollar Tree because it's not that serious. Okay, y'all, so we're in the store now, and I'm in the cleaning aisle. They have all kind of stuff like glass cleaner, disinfectant, interior wipes. That's something that I actually want, disinfectant interior wipes. It's $7. You guys think that's worth it? You think that's worth it? $7? I think that's not bad. Because this one is saying disinfectant wipes. This one is saying all in one. This one says, I don't think I need disinfectant. I think that's me being a little extra. What's the difference between these? Oh, this one's $5.99. This one's $5.99. This one is $6.99. I'm gonna get this one because this one can do the glass and the screens and stuff like that. So I think this is actually a good purchase. It's actually not too expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. I was fully prepared to go to Dollar Tree, but while I'm here, I'm actually gonna get one of these windshield washer fluids, because I feel like that stuff run out so fast. But I feel like I might as well get one, but I don't know the difference. This one says all season. Ain't no snow here. Ain't no ice here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that one. It's this one. It says water beating, bug, rain, all the above. And it's $7. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this. All right, y'all, so we already got the goods. I actually already put the windshield wiper fluid in the car. So now we're just gonna go over to the car wash, and then while we're in there, I'll clean up everything. Are on our way to an appointment. So there's so much detail. Sometimes I feel like I just be doing stuff, but I'm going to a foot doctor today in Miami to have him kind of like look at and assess my feet. I do have bunions, okay, which I feel like a lot of people have. It's not that big of a deal. However, after I got my knee surgery, I feel like the pressure that I'm putting on my feet is a lot worse than it was before. My body is basically like recalibrating itself, rebalancing itself out because of my, knee surgeries. And so now I'm having to address like other issues to get like everything back into alignment. We're on our way to the doctor now. I'm basically going just to hear his thought process, to hear what he has to say, to hear if he thinks that surgery would benefit me, if I don't need it, whatever. The one thing that I do like about this situation is that surgery with this doctor is an outpatient surgery, which means it's not like you have to be in the hospital and stay there for a couple of days. Most of the time you don't have to go under anesthesia. It's like localized numbing that they would do to just do the procedure in office, and then you just leave. This doctor in particular, he is known to do it where people are literally walking out of the office. So it's not like the same kind of downtime. I'm sure I would still have to sit down, elevate my feet, we're gonna find all that together. We're on our way there. There's a little bit of traffic, so I'll catch up with you guys when we get there. So I actually just left my appointment. As you guys saw, I went to Josh Podiatry, which I found on social media, on Instagram to be exact. I went to him and he wasn't actually in his usual suite. It looks like his actual suite was under construction. So it was a little bit of a smaller facility that I was in, but I was just there for a consultation, so I didn't have no problem. When I went, it was a very thorough consultation, right? It was a lot of him asking me questions, a lot of what's going on with me, what I'm looking for, you know, how I'm feeling, and it was very, very informative and educational. So right now I'm kind of like just in the logistics stage. He did let me know that like for me to then do the surgery, I would be like, you know, not able to do certain things and be active in a certain way for at least 2 months. Now, knowing that I obviously have to do my physical therapy and stuff like that, I obviously know that I can't do that now. So right now, that's kind of what I have to contemplate, look at my calendar, think about, etc. His facility is very, very close to Aventura Mall. So since we're already down here, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop over there. Since it's right here, I feel like might as well not waste the trip and just go walk around in Aventura. I'm in this spare room that I use basically as like my dressing room, but I wanted to show you guys and tell you guys what's on the agenda for today. So I have some stuff that I want to take back to Home Goods, but I wanted to show you guys some of this stuff and kind of explain like why I'm taking it back. So let me just go grab it. Basically, I don't know if you guys saw or remember when I was you know, putting the stuff up in the bathroom, but I purposely leave the tags on the stuff until I'm 100% sure of what I'm liking or not liking. Everything that you guys saw that was the finished product of the bathroom is absolutely staying there because I love it. It's definitely giving the feel that I wanted it to give. However, there was some stuff that I bought like duplicates of because I wasn't sure exactly what would fit where, right? One of the things that I'm taking back is this picture frame. The other picture frame ended up, I thought that the picture frame that I put in the bathroom would actually end up being the picture frame that would go in the kitchen. And when I put this in the bathroom, I didn't like how it looked. And this was not, you know, specifically for the kitchen. So I'm going to take this back. This wood platform thing that I really don't want to take back because I think it's so nice and so cute. But again, I believe that I had gotten this for the bathroom and I don't need it in there. This was the wood riser. It was either this one or the one that's actually in the bathroom. So Obviously I don't need 2 of these because I have one that's already doing the job, so I'm going to take this back as well. After I did the whole bathroom and I loved how cohesive it looked and I loved, like, you know, the feel of everything, then I started thinking about the kitchen again. What I thought I wanted the kitchen to kind of have the feel of. You know, sometimes, right? Sometimes you have like an itch, right? Where you're like, I really want this warmth or whatever. And because I already had that feel in the bathroom, it got me thinking of what I want to do to the kitchen. So again, you guys know that I still have to contact the vendor to have them either paint the countertops or replace the countertops. And I haven't done that yet. So I decided that I'm actually going to take the stuff that I bought for the kitchen back because I'm feeling like I'm wanting to do something completely different. Like now, after doing that and getting that feel of the bathroom, I feel like I want to do something different for the kitchen. First of all, let me tell you what changed my mind. I put this basket on top of the fridge in the kitchen and I didn't like it because it became, instead of being an accent piece in the kitchen, it became a focal point in the kitchen. And I didn't want that. So I'm definitely taking the basket back. And then once I decided to take the basket back, I'm like, well, all this stuff kind of goes with the basket. So I'm feeling like I'm going to do a completely different theme. I want to just wait until the kitchen is done because then I can eye it and see what would look best and not just put stuff in there because I already bought it. I think you guys remember that I bought 2 of these lamps, one for the kitchen and one for the bathroom. I decided that I'm actually going to keep this lamp, but I want to change it and get the black one. So I think the black, this kind of black lamp, when I put it in the kitchen, will look better than this color. So that's where we're going today. We're going to go stop at Target to change that. We're going to go to Home Goods and return these things. So I'm getting ready to go now. This rain has got me just wanting to snuggle up and lay down all day, but I definitely want to make sure that I just go and change this stuff and get it done. You guys, it went from pouring and raining to hot and sunny, and I'm suffocating. Yeah, this is one of the things. Right, you're all set. So I did the return, but since I'm in here, let me show you what I was thinking of actually getting for the bathrooms. Remember for the kitchen. Remember I was saying like I had the idea to go with a completely different theme. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. These accents, like this matte black, more stone, you know? Like you see how like the tones of this are? It's heavy. This, you see how nice this is? This is a nice riser for a kitchen. The color.
Yeah, and then
it's really nice. Like bronze, charcoal, black. I actually saw that there's a lot of like figurines and stuff like that in Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna look there and see if I find like some stuff that I'm looking for. Now I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Target and see if I can get this lamp in black. Alright guys, so I'm going to Target now. But y'all know that Target doesn't have, like, they don't do exchanges. So they're gonna basically refund the whole thing, and then I'm gonna have to go look and see if they have it. Which is fine because I also need like a couple of other things that I can grab from here quickly. Okay, so that was easy. So I'm gonna go and see if they have the lamp first before I go grab the other things that I need. Because when I got the lamp, there wasn't that many there. That's why I got it. Of all of them here, they have these skinny ones, which that's not what I wanted. But of all of them, they have only 2 of the black ones left. Alright, y'all. So we have secured the goods. And we took care of all of our errands that needed to be taken care of today. Returned the stuff to Home Goods. I exchanged the lamp from the white to the black one. I feel good. I feel accomplished. All the things that I set out to do today, I got them done and in a pretty quick fashion. Oh, also, I wanted to talk to you guys really quick. You know I told you that I went to that foot doctor for a consultation. Not for nothing, but I just kind of feel like I should maybe do a couple other consultations. Not that anything he said was wrong or whatever, but I just think it's smart to get more than one consultation because when I did my knee surgery, I had at least another consultation before I had that one. Even though I knew I was going with him, I still had another consultation. There's another place that I wanted to look at, but they are actually out of state. And I don't know, you know, that one kind of goes through your insurance and stuff like that, whereas this one doesn't necessarily do that. So I'm just gonna look into it. I think I would have to do a virtual consultation, obviously. Not sure how much they can check out virtually, but I'm definitely gonna look into that. So I wanted to just say that. I want to thank you guys for watching this week's vlog. This week's vlog was full of consultations, my physical therapy appointment, all kind of stuff. And I want to thank you guys for tagging along. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys like the video. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Love you.